39-hour adventure, and a big pile of mangrove snapper, yellowtail snapper, and of course, plenty of big gag grouper. 55 keeper gags on this 39-hour adventure. Nice big old catch, and lots of good eating mangrove snapper, yellowtail snapper, porgies, vermilions, almacos. Even saw a blackfin tuna in the mix, some triggerfish, one of my favorite eating right there. Nice little red hide. Looks like you guys had a stellar trip.
Yeah, we had a really good trip. Started off hot at night, caught I think 10 gags on the first spot, and that's when you know it's going to be on at night. And did well in big mangroves and gags throughout the night, and yellowtails.
Nice.
So sun up we had approaching 30 gag grouper probably, and a couple hundred yellowtail and 150 mangroves probably.
Wow.
And
That's
daytime,
awesome.
just picked at them here and there throughout the day, threw back a ton of red snappers. They just moved or something. They're thicker than they were during red snapper season. And but dealt with a lot of bycatch in the daytime, and as soon as the sun started setting again, we got another 10 head gag spot at the end of the night.
Wow. So the gags are biting really well for us through the nighttime. Daytime, got a little deeper, got into those red snapper, had to kind of dip and dodge and avoid those guys. Got back into the gags. How was the mangrove bite? Kind of steady the whole trip?
Yeah, the mangroves were a pick throughout the night. They never really fired, but we were getting these big ones.
Nice.
A lot of them were biting pinfish, some of them on cut bait, but the size definitely went up in the last couple of weeks. We had,
That's awesome.
This is probably the average instead of that sometimes, you know.
Yeah. And then the yellowtails, looks like you had a pretty good number of yellowtail snapper too.
And the yellowtails came in. That storm changed things up out there. There's fish in places that weren't there earlier in the year.
That's awesome.
And
moved them around.
Yep. So we had a really good catch at night. Blackfin tuna at night. We picked at the groupers. Got several of these big porgies. These are both, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Flip this guy over. Yeah, these are both the same guy right here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna have porgy dinner.
Yeah, yes sir. So the gag grouper bite, what was the best bait?
The bait at night, I would say pinfish, live bait at night. And when I'm fishing for groupers at night, if I don't have big baits, I use the whole big threadfin.
The whole big threadfin. So big dead baits working well, live pinfish working well, and then the mangrove snapper just cut threadfin on the double snell.
Mainly, or small pinfish.
Small pinfish.
If you're dealing with yellowtails and stuff stealing your bait, that's when I go to pinfish for the mangroves.
I gotcha. And the pinfish, what size pinfish would you say?
I would say mangrove, a 3 to 4 inch pinfish.
3 to 4 inches. All right. Very cool, man. Well, we appreciate it. Looks like you guys had a stellar trip for sure, and another great catch. Thanks, Captain Will.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stellar trip there.
All right, guys, come get your fish.
Another good one. So looking forward to doing it again here Tuesday. We've got a light load Tuesday too. Only 25 anglers going out with us, and you can see the number of gags is going up. Our first trip had 46. Second trip had 50. This trip had 55 keeper gag grouper, and Tuesday we're hoping to break 60. So definitely continuing a really stellar gag grouper bite, and on top of that, we're seeing some nice mangrove snapper. We're seeing good solid yellowtail action, some nice vermilions, porgies, almacos, vermilions. So, and this trip had the blackfin tuna as well. So really good bite offshore, near shore. The Skyway Fishing Club was out with us last night on a nearshore private charter, a 12-hour night trip, and they caught a bunch of mangrove snapper with Captain Frank, nearly 100 mangrove snapper, plenty of other heads and tails too. Near shore during the day, we're getting a lot of those hogfish. The hogfish bite has really picked up for us. Inshore, we're seeing a ton of redfish around Johns Pass right now. Still some snook around too. Trout at night around dock lights, bridge lights. During the day, we're seeing some of those redfish around the docks, some of those snook around the beaches, and a lot of redfish out around the jetty. And a really good time right now for a chance for those pompano around the jetty and beaches too. And you might even see a flounder inside Johns Pass. We're seeing some late season tarpon around, plenty of sharks. So a real good opportunity for all that stuff as well. So inshore, near shore, and offshore doing well fishing wise. tonight we've got our live stream show. I've got a special guest lined up tonight. Tom Verdansky, the president of Old Salts Fishing Club, is going to join us. He's going to talk a lot about what Old Salts has going on, a lot about this historic fishing club, more about fishing in the area, and all the great ways that you can come down and enjoy more fishing camaraderie. So hopefully you'll join us tonight for tonight's live stream show at 7:30 p.m. Hopefully we'll see you soon out here on the water. And don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Have a great Sunday.